Parklets became a lifeline for restaurant businesses during the widespread shutdowns. In San Francisco, restaurant owners will now have to decide if they want to keep their parklets. The deadline for application is January 15th.
But some businesses are choosing to take down those outdoor areas. KRON 4's Rob Nesbitt joins us live from our newsroom with more on how the cost has become a big factor in making that decision. Rob.
Ken and Pam, starting April 1st, a parklet could cost business owners as much as $6,500 in fees. That does not include the high cost of reconstructing an outdoor space to meet city guidelines. When COVID was at its worst, outdoor dining put many at ease. Nearly 3 years since the pandemic hit the Bay Area, and there's still a benefit, if you ask Executive Director of the Golden Gate Restaurant Association, Lori Thomas.
Visitor interest has really helped businesses stay afloat, has helped us employ. For every parklet, we have 2 more people working.
She says the added seating of parklets has been one of the few positives the last 2 weeks, when sales have gone down and food costs have gone up.
Costs have gone through the roof. I was just trying to explain to a customer who nicely reached out to me why I had to charge $19 for a sandwich.
For business owners applying to keep or build a parklet, their fees will start April 1st. A fixed commercial parklet for a business making more than $2 million a year will cost $3,000 for the first parking space, $1,500 for the second. There will be a yearly license fee of $2,000 per space. The fees will cost half as much for owners making less than $2 million a year.
Are those a little daunting? They are. Would I like to see maybe some relief discussed still on those fees? I would.
Another thing to consider for owners of outdoor spaces are the changes that need to be made within 60 days after March 31st. Director of the city's Shared Spaces program, Robin Abad-Acubillo, says the new guidelines ensure emergency access and prohibit discrimination based on disability.
For example, wheelchairs are able to access the parklet facility, that the parklet facility has the right clearances to allow paramedics and firefighters and other first responders to move in and out of the parklet.
Owners have until the end of March to take down their parklets if they choose not to comply to the new rules. Some may have already deconstructed the lumber and awnings, but the city is confident that most will be staying put.
A third of pandemic parklet operators have submitted applications. So that's a good, healthy number, and daily the number of applications increases.
The city has a grant program offering as much as $2,500 to help owners with any reconstruction that needs to be done to get their parklet up to code. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Rob Nesbitt, KRON 4 News.